time is ticking, hit that.
Yep.
And then go to where it says it should say like muted. Yes, there you go. All right, we're live. And go to where it says we're live, Brent.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Fingerhoff 17. I'm in the GTR broadcast booth, and I have an echo, so hold on a second. I know, great opening. I'm in the booth. I got Coach Sauce here with me. Yesterday's victor for Georgia Southern, winning their season opener last night.
Five-time.
Mr. Five-time. And I have, first time ever, on the field, Clay the broadcaster. What's up there, young man? And we also have such a great matchup because we have MTSU, the broadcast return to Coach Beatty, versus SMU and Coach J-Cuz. So we should have a real good, a real fun, and a real exciting matchup here tonight. Sauce, what do you think with Coach Beatty making his return to the league here?
Hey, Big Bet Beatty, he's out here in the black unis. He's ready for this. We have ACC, Middle Tennessee State in the ACC, first year in the ACC. We got SMU, third, fourth year in the SEC. In Benz, in Atlanta. Listen, we've had a lot of games in Atlanta this week. I'm fired up. Shout out Northside Drive, whole West Side, Booker T. Washington High.
And we were coming in right after a Knicks Game 4 victory over the Celtics, so we're very hyped up here in New York. 3-1 series lead as they play Game 5 in Boston in a couple of days. So, Coach Beatty, Coach J-Cuz, SMU. This is another neutral site game. Where are we, in Dallas? So it's the home game for SMU. I don't care how many fans
We're in the
here.
Benz, Brink. I just said we're in Atlanta.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm doing other things. We're in Atlanta again. Second game in Atlanta.
Before we go any further, the broadcast actually has J-Cuz and his blue unis, and then Middle Tennessee State in their whites. So the screen share is different, but the broadcast is,
Gotcha. Well, it happens once in a while. Well, start with the ball. SMU gets the kickoff from Middle Tennessee State. So we're going to see Coach J-Cuz start the game off here. 5-minute quarters. Handoff up the middle. Let's try to get some player names there. Let's see what we got. Brian Marquez. Looks like the Bills. Does that not look like the Bills? Covering up the horse there. Could be a bull. But that's the center. That's not the running back.
Great jerseys from SMU. I always like them. Very clean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the alternates seem to have messed that up for the computer, but we'll see if they fix that for the next game. Poole. That's right. He's your quarterback here. Brand new quarterback. I believe this is his first season as the starter. He gets the handoff. Number 30, his second carry to game. That's 15 yards. And that gets them over midfield in 2 plays. Let's keep showing me the lineman on my screen, so I can't tell you who the running back is. But Enrique Camarillo from Texas, big right guard there, number 64. Poole back into a pistol formation at the tight end in the backfield. There's another handoff, number 30. It's going to be brought down for a loss this time. Big 92. Brendan Selvia is not 92, but on the play. Thanks, CFB. You're helping the broadcast out a lot here tonight.
Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Shotgun, though. Oh, he's got pressure right away. He throws the ball. Gets rid of it, but gets hammered as a result. That's Bruner in the backfield for SMU.
Great play call by the MTSU defense. Brought the blitz there. Really got after him. 3rd and 11.
That was their biggest, baddest lineman that got through there early, too. Well, it looks like Bruner's stepping out on 3rd down. 3rd and 11. Poole looks, got a man towards the corner on the seam, and now he's going to break open number 80. That's a touchdown. Opening score here for SMU on their opening drive. Nortman, D. Nortman, the tight end from Texas. SMU really honing in on their home territory.
Yeah, I mean, SMU in the SEC, they've had some 8-4 seasons back-to-back, building on those recruiting classes. I expect them to, take a step up and got a 9-3 record this year.
Molinaro kicks off, and MTSU is going to have their first chance with the football. They're going to have a return, though. Gets to the 10, past the 15, towards the 20. Looked like he was one man away from breaking it open.
Got to get a look at this MTSU offense, Brink.
Back at it here. We had a little bit of a preseason matchups where we played each other for a little bit, but Coach Beatty's been back in the lab putting some stuff together. McLeod, the quarterback here, a very mobile quarterback with also a lot of throwing talent. Kind of a Shador Sanders if looking at him. That's a good throw to the halfback tight end, and it's going to be dropped. Carrera close to a first down had he caught it.
You know, there is something to be said about Big Bet Beatty. He did come back midway last season, did get his team into the first round of the playoffs.
That is true. Handoff, lots of room, first down and more. 14-yard gain here for Selvia. Well, nope.
That's a good-looking running back.
Keep throwing me the wrong guy on the screen, man.
Carrera.
Big running back number there, Herschel Walker. Handoff again, but he's brought down to the backfield. Blanco on the blitz. Oh, DeMarco on the blitz. That's a good name.
I say Blanco. Blanco.
I saw the ANCO.
Shout out to El Blanco.
I took a stab. Trips to the right on the short side. McLeod here shouting orders from the shotgun. He's got time in the pocket, finds his man.
Dangerous,
that's enough for the first.
I mean, the defender just was not looking.
He's gotten him a couple, tried a couple times on these crossers, got that one. Now we're on the left hash mark, back into the shotgun, strong to the weak side. Strong to the short side. And Carrera is brought down for minimal gain, 3 yards. Clay, what's it like down there on the sideline? First time Coach Beatty's been in the prime time in a long time.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
There's a screen pass, cuts it back to the inside. 87 gets it up for the first down over midfield to the 40-yard line.
Clay's voice isn't being shared.
Oh, we got to share your voice, buddy. But he was talking about how loud and raucous it is on both sidelines. So, yeah, really highly anticipated conference matchup here to start the season. Almost a playoff atmosphere here in the Benz. Handoff Carrera, but stuffed to the backfield. He'll muscle forward for a no gain. That could have been a little worse than it was.
Well, Brink, you got 2 Southern teams here. You have Tennessee, you got Texas out here in Atlanta. You got the ACC, SEC. This is the perfect matchup to start the season.
Football country right here, through and through. There's a quick pass on another screen. 84 is going to take it off the edge, but only gets a yard out of it. 3rd and 9 now coming up. Minute 48 remaining in the first quarter. More shotgun. McLeod looks, has a bit of time. He's going to take off. And there he goes. Number 2 gets more than 10. He'll slide for about a 15-yard gain. There's that dual action that he really brings to the table.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit more speed and elusiveness than Shador. You know.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Let's give him a little more credit here.
More time in the pocket. Takes off to the right. Trying to find an open man. He's got the sideline. He throws it deep. Towards the sideline. That's going to be a flag.
He went out of bounds and then caught it.
He did. Good catch there, partner.
Not that I don't like Shador. He's not as. I don't think he's that mobile. Like he can get around, but he's not looking to do that.
Yeah, he's more of an extend the play mobile than take off and run mobile. McLeod more on the short side with the strong receiver set, but there's the run to the left. Carrera breaks open towards the edge. He'll get a first down. Inside of the 15 now. Trying to tie this game up. From the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Another handoff. Carrera's out. That's a touchdown. First play into the game. We'll get his name eventually. It's always rougher in the beginning when first time we've seen the team.
What a drive for Middle Tennessee State. 3 minutes, 81 yards, 11 plays.
Yeah, long drive, really meticulous, made his third downs, showing that he still has it here offensively. But can the Middle Tennessee defense step up and make a stop here on their second attempt against this SMU offense?
We some scores around the league. Oklahoma State takes down Iowa today, 52-21.
Yeah, top 20 matchup. There goes another run to the outside, but he's brought down for 3 yards, loss. Thad Russo on the tackle for loss. Defensive end from, guess where? Georgia.
Yeah, hey. Middle Tennessee State, they come into the state. They get what they can from Georgia.
Another run, another tackle for loss for Middle Tennessee State as they've lost 5 yards SMU has on their first 2 plays of this possession. 3rd and 15 here as we have the winding seconds of the opening quarter play. Sylvia running the defense, running in motion, looking to throw. He looks to the left, and it's short. He actually had a chance to make that catch, splitting the SMU defenders, but he doesn't come up with the football. It touches the turf, and now punting.
Punt. I don't know if I'd punt here.
4th and 15 from your own 20. We know you wouldn't punt here.
I'd probably punt there at that point.
So the Tennessee State defense comes up big and makes a stop. McLeod has a decently short field here from their own 42.
Oh, he's going deep.
In the pocket. He throws it deep over to the left side. Touches SMU's defender's hands, but it's knocked away and will fall incomplete.
I thought he was going to go onto the crossing route there, but no, he's trying to get a big play. Not a bad throw.
He was looking
that Hinder shot out
play.
There. Oh.
McLeod looks, throws the screen to the right. There's a good move to the inside. That'll get him 7 yards. And at the end of the first quarter, it is tied up at 7. Clay, the broadcaster, after this first quarter of play, what's going on down there?
Yeah, I talked to both coaches during the quarter break, and Coach Beatty super excited to unleash the speed of his playmakers, his quarterback McLeod, the running back Carrera. You've already seen that quite a bit. Coach Jacobs hoping his team's size and physicality can outdo the speed of the MTSU offense.
Something to look for, and there's a pick right on the screen. Wide receiver screen failed. 10, 15, 5. It's a touchdown for the SMU defense. There's some of that size and speed that the Mustangs have here. A junior out of Texas.
Wow. Yeah, just absolutely. He was watching film this week. I mean, it was without a doubt. He didn't even hesitate.
Those wide receiver screens can be both huge and also murderous. And there you see the latter that time. But the good news is Middle Tennessee State takes the ball back as they return out of the end zone, bring it back towards the 20. I think now he's brought down. Well, 14-7, you were just in this spot. Coach, you've been here before a couple of times. What do you do?
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The big thing.
All right.
Don't get
good talk.
pick 6, David.
I was muted the whole time, Brink. Here we go.
McLeod back to the halfback to the left.
Oh, yeah.
That time it's complete and enough for the first down, about a 15-yard gain here.
But I was going to say, Brink, I think Middle Tennessee State has to get back to whatever brand of football they want to portray for their team. That's what they got to get back to here. And I don't think it's RPOs.
Carrera now breaks it back to the inside with a good cut, gets 10 yards and the first. Called on the field, no measurement necessary. And you know, SMU's defense, they can't be that tired. That was one play after a break, so if you're going to have a turnover for a score, that's the perfect time to do it. 7 yards here. They've been giving up some yards now since Middle Tennessee State has gone back to the run.
Yeah, I think they got to lean on that run game just to get, open up the pass.
Man in motion, and there's the throw to that motion man. He tries to break it to the outside. He finds a blocker too. Gets some extra yardage to get to the SMU 34-yard line. Brings up another first down.
McLeod from Oregon.
Jimenez on the reception there out of the backfield.
Wow.
Carrera back into the backfield with McLeod. There's a handoff to the left, but SMU's ready
just
for it.
absolutely stood up. Just hit a brick wall, Brink.
At the line, he gets a yard loss out of it. Jacquez Scandrick on the hit. That's a corner.
That's what you go to. That's the spring off-season workouts. That's that Oklahoma drill paying off.
Oh, yeah. Bull in the ring.
Yeah, some people a little afraid to do that now. They're soft.
There's the handoff. No, it's a play action. We get the throw to the middle of the field. That's your tight end, Bell. He'll come down with it for a 9-yard catch. No huddle here on 3rd and 1. Uh-oh. Might have a small break in the action. Are we back? We are back. There is the handoff. Carrera has very easy time getting through the middle and many more yards after that. We're going to come down to the 9-yard line. Over a 10-yard run again for Carrera. It's about his 3rd of the game. 1st and goal from the 9. At the snap of the ball, there's a little over 3 minutes to play as McLeod takes it, hands it off to Carrera, breaks through one tackle, dodges another, and gets a few more yards on it. But SMU's got an injury, Hassan Liggins.
What a sidestep move, juke on him.
Coming up lame,
just made him look silly.
The Mustangs were in position to make a play, but they failed to do so, and the Middle Tennessee State running back gets some positive yardage here. 2nd down from the 6, threatening to score here. McLeod, number 2, under center. There's the direct snap to Carrera. He finds a hole, but not much more after that. Gets 2 yards.
He's taking a beating already. It's not even halftime.
3rd and goal here from the 4. What's that 2-point conversion play you've been practicing? This is where you put it in. McLeod takes the snap, has protection, looks, throws to the left, but there's a man, and he knocks it down. 4th and goal. Do we kick? I know
what I would do. I think you just gotta draw up something here. You gotta
easy pick.
Work with some options here.
Drop that easy pick. Yeah, 4th down. He's got some lag issues, I think, so we probably wouldn't see too many kicks from him. There he goes, runs to the right. McLeod finds his man in the end zone. Touchdown! Juan Hendershot, number 87 out of Alabama, gets the score here for the Middle Tennessee State.
And that's their playmaker, Brink. Oh, they're going for 2.
Are they the Blue Jays? What are they?
They're the Blue Raiders.
Blue Raiders. I knew that, but I couldn't remember that. McLeod's going for 2. Like I said, might not see any kicks from him. There's the jet sweep.
He's in there.
And he's gonna get stopped short. I might want to challenge that, but I don't know if he did make it.
Wow. I thought he was.
He's gonna not challenge it. Here comes the kickoff. Wow.
It kind of kills some momentum there a little bit, you know?
Well, still with the deficit, 1 point now.
I was going to say Hendershot. That's definitely their star player. That's who they have to go to.
Well, he did get that score now, and almost got that 2-point conversion. From their own 25, SMU takes over. Haven't had the ball in a while, since their 2nd drive, really, where they went 3 and out. Bruner's going to take the handoff. Hasn't found the same success on this side of the football with the running game as Middle Tennessee State has. A lot of game left to play. Bruner trots off. Another handoff, this time 2 yards. At least they're positive. George Mateo takes that one. Coming up to the 2-minute warning, will we see a play prior? 5 seconds. They have to do a quick snap. They're going to get this off. 2.
I don't think, no.
And there it is. They're not going to get it. So we'll have the 2-minute warning. As we get to the 2-minute warning, we have a special guest in the booth. Coach Butters, fresh off their victory versus the Florida Gators. Coach of Minnesota. What's up, bud? All right. Well, he's here. He's watching. He doesn't want to be on the mic. That's fine. Poole checking the play. Number 16 here. Back into the shotgun set. 4 wide receivers. Split out wide. He has some time in the pocket. Looks, throws to the right at the seam. Finds a man. Gets close to the first down, to the midfield marker, to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, big chunk of yardage there. Thought maybe there's something going on downfield there a little bit, but
taking no chances.
Yeah, just in watching, boys.
Oh my gosh!
There it is, open man at the 20. He's gonna score. Walk it in.
Wow.
Number 85.
Broken coverage. I mean, just absolute.
Ramigo.
I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your
SMU
side.
picking their shots here on 2 of their scoring drives, finding the open man where Middle Tennessee State kind of comes up heavy, assuming a run play maybe or trying to blitz. But now they're going to take over with a minute 42 left in the first half, down by 8. And he will return it. Won't get to the 20, dropped it to 16. Blue Raiders 1st and 10 here after a long drive not too long ago.
I mean, I think they got plenty of time here. 3 timeouts.
Well, they went 11 plays in 3 minutes last time, so here they have a minute 40. McLeod now runs out to the right, looks to the throw, and he finds his man complete for a first down up to the 32. There's a big chunk to Jamal Fleming.
I thought for sure that was getting picked. The defender just turns around.
He threw it low and away, and it was the only place his receiver could get it, and the defender couldn't. McLeod, here's a handoff. Carrera up the middle, not expecting the run as SMU as they give up 8 yards on that carry. Carrera looking a little rest, needs a little rest maybe. Back with 5 wide. Empty backfield. McLeod in the shotgun. There comes a man in motion. There goes the jet sweep, but he finds a defender in the backfield. Read perfectly by Tyler Vila.
I mean, just the play recognition, the block shedding, just gets through the tight end or the right tackle there.
3rd down and 3 remaining. McLeod looking to throw the ball. He runs out to the right. He's brought down. Timeout called. 4th and 9 coming up. I don't know if lag played a part in that, but they are going to punt it away.
This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
See, that was a good kick. That shows you can kick a field goal, but I get it. It's risky. Fair catch inside the 30 from the 29. SMU will take over with an 8-point lead.
Brother, my name is Big Bet Beatty. I don't kick field goals. I always take the gamble.
Clay, you got to walk away from the head coaches when they're near the mic. Flag on the play. We might have an offsides. Free play. SMU looks deep over the middle. He's got a man complete over the midfield.
Maybe Big Bet Beatty should be focused on playing defense.
Ooh,
or his team
a little chipper
We don't have
between the sideline.
Clay. My defenders know who they are. They all fucking suck. It's been like this since the dynasty started. We have no speed. That's why we get toasted.
47 seconds here in the half as Poole looks, runs a screen to the left. He'll get towards the first down marker and past it. Runs to the sideline where he'll stop the clock with 40 seconds to go from the 19.
I swear I thought I muted that mic.
Sauce, you got to play some defense here. What kind of defense are you looking to call in this spot?
A red zone defense. I'm not going to give you all the sauce, but I think that's one of the more underrated areas that guys don't really think about. I mean, you could dink and dunk down the field all day long, but once you get in that red zone, you got to convert.
Another running attempt here for the Mustangs, and they'll get 6. Mateo has 8 yards on his 3 carries. A little bit, not much, but a little bit more success when Mateo's been in the game. There's a throw to the right, double cover, but it's caught. Thrown inside the coverage. Courtney Poole now goes 6 for 8. Inside the 5 for 1st and goal. Brought down, hit as he threw, massive hit. Nearly a sack. I'm surprised he got that throw off.
Just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
The clock not moving here, but 14 seconds do remain. Poole in the pistol set. Wants to throw it, does, but it's incomplete as his target is rocked inside of the end zone right as the ball arrives. George Remigio, the intended target. 11 seconds, 3rd and goal. Should see at least 2 more plays. SMU looks to throw again.
Oh,
Poole's
there
going
it
to
is.
take
He's in
off.
the end
Has a
zone.
lane, and he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, rushing touchdown by the SMU quarterback. That's going to put them up by 2 scores.
Look at him waving at the fans. Student section, SMU, the Mustangs.
That kick is up, and it's good. 28-13. 7 seconds.
Underrated logo from SMU as well.
Yeah, I agree to
Very
that.
clean.
Solid. Big Bet's going to try to return it. And he's hit at the 14. He'll have 5 seconds to try to make something happen here, or he'll take a knee and go to the locker room. I'll give you one guess what he's probably going to do. In the shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a halfback. There's the handoff. Trying to catch him sleeping. He gets 10 yards. Timeout called. We get one more play. Way to go down quick by the Middle Tennessee State halfback. Give his team a chance to call that timeout.
One more play before the teams
5 seconds on the play clock. McLeod calling the shots. Man in motion. Gets the snap off. There's his screen. 1 man, 2 man to beat on the right side. Has a safety. There he gets by him, but he's brought down. And that'll be the end of the half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's
Broadcaster Clay, halftime report, please.
Well, yeah, I'm going to throw it over here to Coach Jacobs for a quick interview. What an interesting first half that was. A couple of big plays resulting in touchdowns. Got to be happy with the intensity shown by your defense, right?
Yeah, that was a huge pick six. That really changed the momentum of the whole game. That was a really pivotal play.
Back to you guys.
Well, Middle Tennessee State taking a kickoff once again out of the end zone, starting this second half from the 15. At least they have the ball to start the half, can bring this within 1 score should they get down the field. Handoff for Carreras, he'll get 2 yards. One of the bigger nationally televised games Middle Tennessee State has been a part of in recent years. McLeod looks to throw it. Getting chased through the pocket. Finds a man out to the right. The ball's knocked away. Carrera can't hang on.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball.
3rd and 8 here for the Blue Raiders.
A little bit too tough for the RB.
Throw, pressure, sacked. 4th down now for SMU, getting to the quarterback here on a big 3rd down play by Tyler Vila. We are going to punt. It is up and away and a little short. Return pending. He gets a few yards out of that. He was in field goal territory with the return. Johnson, number 2 on the return here for the Mustangs.
the SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is
Poole looking to hand off, does out to the right, 5 yards for Jamerson Bruner. Hails from Missouri and is a sophomore. Trying to run over the guy, kind of, you know, choose your battles there, I guess, maybe. Bruner takes another handoff, finds the first down marker, and he's brought down just beyond it. I feel like we've lost Sauce here for the game.
I'm here, Brent.
Oh, okay.
I was preoccupied.
1st and 10 here. SMU's throws the ball, does Poole. Enough for the first down. Brought down inside of the 5 at the 2-yard line. Another 1st and goal for SMU. Mateo making plays with the legs and the hands. Back in the I formation. Mateo looks to run, finds one of his own blockers before he's brought down for a yard loss. Thad Russo makes the hit for the Blue Raiders.
situation.
Yeah, Beatty's got to get back into this game. He's got to get a score here.
Bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the
Don't know what
run, let
happened.
the run
Stop short again. And a 1 yard gain, enough to get back to the 2, but 3rd and goal here.
second down, this little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
SMU does have quite the kicker with 94 kick rating power.
See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Pistol formation, 2 tight ends out to the right. Here comes a man in motion. There's the jet sweep. SMU gets the block, and he gets the touchdown. I thought for a second he was going to get hit, but that block came out of nowhere.
Oh my god, I thought MTSU had the ball, man. the different colored jerseys on the actual broadcast threw me off. Screen share showing different.
SMU now with a 35-13 lead. Middle Tennessee State running out of options, running out of time. 3 minutes here in the 3rd. Gonna need a super good scoring drive up here. 12-yard line, one of the worst starting spots they've had in this game.
And break one of those options. The running back Diego Carrera has been dealing with a nagging ankle injury coming out of summer camp, and a lot of concern for the Middle Tennessee coaching staff about him being able to, pound the rock and take a lot of touches.
There you see him right there. Gets a no gain, getting stuffed at the line. Thank you, Broadcaster Clay, for that update. Carrera's still in the game. Shotgun fake pitch. McLeod takes off, has some space. He's going to run out towards the sideline. There's a first down. Lots of green until he gets pushed out at the 33. Big chunk, his 4th rushing attempt now in this game. McLeod looking here. Gonna throw it. Trying to find his guy to the left. Finds him. Complete.
What a throw.
Just putting it on the money. 12 for 17.
MTSU, they got to get the ball downfield, though. I mean, look at the pass attempts, completions, 12 of 24, I think it was. Under 200 yards, though. And he's got to get chunk plays here.
Handoff. No, it's a play action. McLeod now looks, throws back to the running back. He has a lot of space as well. Kind of slow with the ball.
He is
He might
not
need
100%.
Yeah, clearly on that play you saw. Couldn't even make a move. So there, you heard the report from the sideline. Broadcaster Clay telling us he's been dealing with a nagging injury to his thigh, his leg somewhere. Titus Crow is going to be slated to get into the backfield here for the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Say that 5 times fast. 2 minutes, clock is running. 2nd and 5. 3rd quarter. Down a few scores. And there you see Crow gets the first down. No huddle here as the Blue Raiders now look to throw the ball. McLeod looks to the right, and it's still in the pocket, I think. Or that was a holding. Nope. That was intentional grounding.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Well, 2nd down and long. 21 yards till the 1st. Like you said, they need those chunk plays.
Oh, he's
trying to stay in the
ball.
pocket. Now he does get rid of it, and he's going to throw it out of bounds, and he'll at least survive for the next play.
McLeod seeing ghosts out there.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 21. He sees a man towards the seam. In his hands and back out. It's going to be 4th and 21. This is 4 down territory.
I mean, that could have been a career ender right there for that guy.
I mean, perfectly timed hit by the SMU defensive back. Well, here's
4th and 21. Wow.
McLeod looking in the pocket.
He's got him
finds
in.
his guy, and he's got him. Back to 86. Dropped the last one. This time it's complete. Nearly the same exact play. Now we're at the 20. No huddle. Clock's still ticking here, but we're in the 3rd quarter. McLeod's going to hand it off. Carrera's back into the game. He'll get 2 yards. Maybe you just need him to get hurt before he'll come out. Another throw.
Oh.
Cloud, he's hit as he throws. 3rd and 8 here. 3rd down, you got to take Herrera out of the game. He's still in.
Bro, he's at the
would've
bottom
taken
of the
him
depth
out.
chart. I mean, I don't know what else I can do with him.
No, I know, I get you. McLeod, empty backfield, looks to throw. He finds his guy, but it's not enough for the first. 4th and 3 here. Darren Wick with his 3rd catch. Look at that blonde boy over there. That is a handsome fella.
Wow. Wow.
Doesn't look like a football player, though. McLeod looks to throw, finds
Touchdown.
Wick in the end zone, and it's knocked away.
God damn it, my players fucking suck.
Is that a pick? That was a pick.
He's got to mute his mic.
SMU comes up with the interception.
It was not intercepted. He just fucking dropped it, bro.
Oh, it was 4th down, right? Okay. Wide open, through his hands.
I'm froze. I'm about to take a penalty.
I'm frozen too.
Just decline it.
Bro, there's no way. He didn't even get touched. There's no way he dropped that.
Are live.
Fuck you, audience.
Gotta mute, baby.
I swear I had that mic muted, but it didn't work.
SMU back with the football in the waning seconds here. The 3rd quarter, hand off to Bruner. Or is that the other one? That's the other one. Gets to the 24-yard line. That will be a 1st down for the Mustangs. Mateo. That's Mateo.
Dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That was... Come breathe there for a second.
Classic GTR moment right there.
Wow.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Pistol formation for the Mustangs. Poole with his clap. And they're going to let the quarter run out. End of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up, Coach Clay. What's going on down there?
Yeah, I had to go over to the SMU sideline. Obviously, it was so loud over there on that MTSU sideline. But no, it seems like it's all smiles over here on the SMU sideline as we start the 4th quarter.
Went over or got kicked out. Unsure. Might have had a Bill Parcells, Belichick moment down there.
I went to get a beer.
What kind of beer you got down there, Clay? Hope it's Stella.
Who looks to throw, finds a man deep, and it's picked off. The Blue Raiders with life as they come up with the football around midfield from their own 47. They will take over. Jose Bermudez with the interception. Big play,
Jay, what's the booze of choice over here on the sideline?
Oh, we're a tequila drinking team for sure.
No, there's a lot of Spanish names I've seen.
We party.
McLeod takes off to the left, breaks through, and he's going to get the 1st down from his legs. Crossing midfield to the 41. That's 31 yards now for the senior.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees
Trying to punch it in here for the first time since the early 2nd quarter. MTSU now gets another 1st down. Big tackle, but gets to the 26. We're going to go no huddle here, keeping SMU back on their heels. There's the snap and the completion, but a short gain that time for Mateo.
I'm sure Big Bet Beatty wishes he had some tequila after this game.
Carrera back into the game. There's the throw. Finds an open man. We got to find more of that guy.
I think that's Hendershot.
That is. The big 187. McLeod got to go for 2. Has some time in the pocket. Look for another man, and he's got him.
I mean, hey, two possession game. It's not over. I have seen. Wow, 4 minutes left.
Plenty of time, plenty of football left to play for the Blue Raiders to mount a comeback here, down by 14. Coming at you from Atlanta, Georgia, in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Kick return brought down to the 18, so SMU will take over inside their own 20.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really
ready to get to work here as Poole takes the snap. Throws quick to the sideline. He's got a man. Cortez at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, SMU. Their defense is so pissed.
Hey, SMU, I mean, Gale, that touchdown, you got to continue to score here. You got to put MTSU away.
Not taking their foot off the pedal. Sometimes you wonder, was it a plan or was that just, oh, we see that guy's open, so we're going to take it.
Yeah, interesting MTSU pressing there.
Coming out of the end zone, gets to the 12. Winning the time possession battle, but it's the wrong battle they want to be winning. But they want to be winning that, but they're not winning the one they want. Looking to throw McLeod here on first down. Takes off to the left, has an avenue, finds the first down. Big, wide open spaces here as he gets brought down at the 43.
What an electric run there. I mean, hey, they are not quitting. They are going to the end. And that's what they got to do.
He nearly doubled his daily total on that one play. McLeod now looks to the right. He does have pressure this way. He's going to throw it away. Wise choice of the blue-rated quarterback, the junior out of Oregon. A little bit of pressure, but they throw on the screen. So Middle Tennessee State's going to get a first down or close here. Injury here for the Mustangs on their defense. Another one. It is a first down for the Raiders. They're going to throw lots of time in the pocket, and he's going to take it and get sacked. The third sack by the Mustang defense.
Wow.
Quick play call. McLeod looks to throw. He's going to throw to the sideline. Just be an overthrow.
His shoulders looking like he's injured. It's bruised.
I mean, you got to be tough. You got to win these games. You got to throw that football. Quick throw out to the screen. That's enough. Nearly enough for a first down. 8-yard gain. 4th and 2. No huddle. Saving as much clock as they can here.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. It's a draw.
Cloud's going to take off on the draw, and he's brought down. It won't happen. Mustangs take over from the 40. Skandrick read the play, came in and made the stop. 2:52 here. Handoff. Bruner gets some space, gets the first, brought down for a 15-yard gain.
And this is what all those rushing attempts from earlier, they just build. That defense is tired.
From the 44, Poole here looks to set off for some more offensive production. 2.5 here left in the game. Bruner again, counter to the right. Gets 3 yards on that carry.
Back over on the MTSU sideline, Coach Beatty imploring his defense to step it up, and he's not happy at all.
I would not. Down 21 here with coming to the 2-minute warning and without the football. Offsides.
False start, Brink.
False start, yes, false start. It's all the same thing.
In fact, Coach Beatty was imploring his defense to, and I quote, have a pulse.
2nd and 12 now. Bruner, handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage. He will get nothing. So 3rd down, 2-minute warning here in 2, 1. Here we go, 2-minute warning. Coach saw us 2 minutes left. You got to pull something out here.
Yeah, you want to get the ball back. Drive down there and try to get some points again. I mean, the outcome's the outcome. Now it's, you got to build upon how is your season going to be. Are you going to lay down or are you going to fight? So, like, it's a character builder here. Oh, my.
Teo gets enough for the first down. Runs over one player before it gets brought down at the 23. I mean, giving up a score is not an option here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they
3
gotta
receivers,
stop
pistol
the
formation,
Man, you
2 halfbacks.
could almost chew the clock out at this point.
football right up the gut.
Bruner runs to the right, brought down for a 5-yarder.
Time to be more physical and get this big.
Yeah, I'm surprised chew clock wasn't already on at that point. That 2-minute warning.
Be as an offensive coordinator.
No timeouts being called from Middle Tennessee State.
Football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Winding the clock down as SMU looking to solidify this victory, the conference victory here in Atlanta.
It's out of conference.
I thought they said earlier it was in conference.
It's out of conference. It is a victory for the SEC
Okay.
versus the ACC. Little brother.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far.
3rd and 6 with a minute to play. Assumingly just going to see 2 more kneel downs or whatever. Bruner will take the football and get tackled for no gain. 4th down. Couldn't get the ball back if they wanted it, but for what purpose, I suppose.
Quickly here with Coach Beatty on the sideline. Coach, your thoughts?
Just an overall disappointing performance. We made the one mistake on offense with the pick 6, and that hurts. But
Are we
at
kicking
the
a
end of
field
the
goal here
day,
for real?
that's
Nah,
a game
he's
changer. But our overall team effort, the defense is just, man, we just don't have no speed. We have no speed in the secondary. I knew it was going to be hard to mask that. We done really good in the run game all day. Held them to, I think, like 63 rushing yards off 20-something carries, 3 yards a carry or something like that.
Well, there's the game.
That's
it.
it.
The same thing that it's been for our 7th year together. We're always going to have that bottom tier passing defense. We just can't get it right. And
Player of the game, Courtney
love my
Poole,
kids,
sophomore
but,
quarterbacks, 286 yards, 5 touchdowns.
part of that comes back to we just can't recruit with these big dogs, man. I mean, we just can't do it. They get all the better talent, and we're left with the leftovers. And every season we go 9-4, 10-3. We are the leftover team, and then we perform where we have the talent level. And SMU, they're the better team. They come out here with a better game plan today, and we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll get them back next week. We got 5 more opportunities at users this year. We're going to come back with a vengeance.
Coach Jacobs, your thoughts?
That was a good game. That was a really good way to start the season. We needed to get some user victories in seasons past that would have got us into the playoffs, I think. So that's a really good start for the SMU team.
All right, fellas, back to y'all to finish it up.
All right. Big victory by SMU to take the SEC over the ACC here by 21, 42-21. Final from Atlanta. Coach Sauce, what do you think? Do you want to ask the guys any questions?
Yeah, we saw you run the ball very well tonight, Jay, because we also saw you pass it a lot more. What's the outlook for the season, and what kind of team are you going to be out there?
We got a really, really good running back in Bruner. He's going to be the focal point probably throughout the year, but if we can get the passing game working a little bit and get a little bit better balance than we have in years past, we're going to be a real threat.
All right. We're here from Coach Beatty. You got any questions for him, Sauce?
Yeah, not the outcome you wanted tonight, but a little hard on the guys out there. But I think he's got something in the making. He's got some good players out there. What is it going to take to get over the hump?
I think that, Carrera, I hate that we're going to lose him, but, he's a very good player, and we was neck and neck his whole game until he got hurt. And whenever he lost his edge because he was just, beat down, that's when the offense fell apart, if you notice. Like, we want to be a run the football team, but we just don't have that second tier running back to come up in there where we can run it that heavily with the workload that we want to do, And Carrera, he only got 15 carries today. I mean, and he couldn't handle that workload. And that's going to be worrisome going forward for us, because we want to run the ball about 30 times and throw about 20. And as you look at the report today, we threw the ball 31 times. That's not what we want to do. We want to get that number down, but we can't do that if our running backs can't handle the workload. That's my only worry. Now, our receivers, we got a lot of talent all over the field. Obviously, Hendershot's just a junior. He might go pro. It'll be close. We're going to try to get him to come back. We'll see. But we got a lot of young talent that's going to be better. The team overall will be better next season. We just have to learn weekly, week by week. We got to learn what we have, because this whole core is coming back. We're only going to lose Carrera. But,
jeez,
proud of this team, man. McLeod will come back. It's a learning moment. That pick six is a learning moment for him. We'll get back at it next week. It's still a long season. We got some of the heavy hitters on the schedule, but we got a lot of winnable games too. We can still make a push here if we can just upset one. We just need one upset on that schedule.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd say your next user game, you will be going to Statesboro to face the Eagles. How are you going to prepare for that 2 weeks out?
Well, the last two times we played, back in the day when we first started this thing, it was a competitive rivalry, but the talent level has stooped, and Coach Sauce, he's just gotten so much better over the years, and we haven't adapted. We're still the same old coach that we was when it started. So what we want to do, we just want to come up with a game plan. We're going to throw everything at those guys that we got in the kitchen sink. It's going to be the debut of our custom playbook, first time ever. We want to bring it out in that game just to see. We just want to see how it elevates us, and there's no other way to see how that's going to elevate your play than to debut it against the best, So we're going to throw everything we have at those guys, some things that nobody's ever seen before out of this group.
I can only imagine what we're going to be in for.
That's true.
We'll see.
Coach Clay, anything else for the winner or for Coach Beatty?
Got nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, whether you're watching live or watching on the playback. This is Brinkerhoff17 signing off from the GTR broadcast booth. Big thanks to broadcaster Clay down on the sideline, and, of course, Coach Sauce for partnering up with me here in the booth. We'll come back at you real soon. We got some more games coming up just this week, and I'm sure in the next few days you'll see a bunch of us back at it. So God bless and take chances, everybody. Forgot to say like and subscribe. Whatever.